pretty this morning. It's Thanksgiving. It's my favorite time of the year. Little Japanese maple. Gotta do some leaf blowing and stuff. So we'll go see my mom, visit with her for a little while. And then we got Nikki's family coming over. So thankful that Mineral Springs Mountain didn't burn down. Had a bad fire last week. I think it's clear for me to go ahead and maybe fly a drone over to see what damage was done out in the woods. So I might do that later on today as well.
This is
my brother Tom has got me some meat here, some deer meat.
This is the center cut of the tenderloin. This would be a filet mignon in a beef.
Dude, look at that.
You may want to clean it up some more, but you could. I'd put some stuff on it, clean it up a little bit more, wash it, and maybe cut some of this out. That's going to be gristly, but it won't hurt. It won't hurt nothing. But you could just roast that in a pan or in the oven. That's
I got a new air fryer. I'm gonna try air fryer.
No, it would make it too dry.
I think so.
Here's what it. That's the top.
This the one you killed yesterday?
Yeah, Monday. And I've still got ice. That's what it started out looking like. That was the whole back strap, and so what you've got is that center. That's the best part.
Yeah. Oh man.
Okay.
Now what's this? Some little tidbits.
Yeah. That's some more of it that I cut up into stew. This right here is a true tenderloin.
Yeah.
So if you think about it, this ran right down the middle of his back.
Yeah.
Right through here.
Yeah.
And if you open him up, this is kindly on the inside of the rib cage. This muscle, that's the tenderest muscle in the whole. It does nothing.
Yeah.
So it don't work. So that one, I would maybe butterfly it down the middle, get this nice little bit of silver.
I'm gonna show this to Nikki, so she'll
butterfly this and just lay it in the pan and with some olive oil, salt and pepper, heavy.
So you fry it
and fry this one.
And that you would
I'd either
cook in the oven.
Cut it into steaks or cut it into a roast. And this right here is just some residuals, and I cleaned it up and got all the gristle.
Dude, thank you.
That's
unreal.
This would
He's
be
giving
like
me sausage. He's giving me some eggs.
this would be like a stew. I cut this into stew meat. That stew meat, the beef, you can throw that in with it.
That's excellent.
And it's delicious.
Well, I'm headed down the hill. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. That's
Ditto.
my brother Tom.
Go back and kill another.
Go back, slay some more critters.
Kill another deer, I hope. A big one.
Dude, how big was this one?
He was a turd. I hadn't killed a deer in 3 years.
Well, that's a good bit of meat, man. You've got
he's a good deer.
good chunk of meat off of that.
It's him
Oh yeah.
the other night. So cold and just windy and nasty Monday night, and I said, well, I'm gonna slip out early. There wasn't anything around me. I said, I'm gonna slip out and go down and see if I can catch something out in the field. Well, I go down through the field. I'm riding a four-wheeler side by side, and I look up in the top of the meadow about 120 yards up there, and I see a buck. Well, it's starting to get dark. Still legal shooting light because I've got too much to lose. I've got 7 months till I can retire, and I don't need to get a.
Yeah, I understand.
So I see this deer, and I said, gosh, that's a buck. When I pull my rifle out, I done got my binoculars. They're done packed up in my backpack. So I pull my rifle out and turn it up, and I try to look at him, and it's vibrating so bad that I can't really focus and see what it is. And so I know if I'd have turned it off, he would have ran. So I just put it in park, and I get off, and of course I'm down the road, you know, where it's coming down like that. There's a pretty good bank at that road, right below them little cherry trees, you know. So I get off the four-wheeler, and I hunker down and go to the bank, and I go full-blown Chris Kyle American Sniper mode. I belly crawl up a bank with my rifle, and I get it, and I stick it, the barrel of my rifle is sticking up over the edge of the bank. I'm laying on the bank like this, and I'm looking at him. And I turn my scope up, and I can see he's real tall. But it's starting to get dark. I'm running out of light. And so I said, I ain't gonna shoot him. I said, golly, looks like a pretty good buck. I said, he's really tall. I said, I better shoot him. And I said, no, don't you. He probably ain't as big as you think. And the longer I looked at him, the bigger he looked. And so finally I made the decision to take it
pull the trigger,
pull the trigger. And he ran maybe 50 feet. Beautiful heart shot, but I got up there and he was not but consequently that saved a good 8 points life last night, because had I not killed that little turd.
Yeah. The other one wouldn't have matured as big as he is.
I'm calling because he had kind of a little, I'm calling him a management buck. He needed to be taken.
Okay.
But the one I let walk last night was quite he's if he makes it another year
that one you showed me the picture of, that's a monster.
Yeah.
Real.
That one there.
Nikki's fixed our little Thanksgiving table. Just me and her and her mama and John. It looks great. So. Cool.
We'll make us a charcuterie tomorrow if you want to. Oh, yes.
That woman, I want none of that. That woman put her fingers in it.